Hey, how's it going? Durinde back with you once again, continuing our Let's Play of Stellaris, the Leviathan's DLC with playing with the Commonwealth of Man, and of course, well, we left things in a bit of a conundrum, a bit of a pickle last time. Yeah, we fought our friends, the, I can never remember what they're called. They are the Ceruleans. Yeah, we picked a fight with them. They're a fallen empire. They have better technology than us. They have better, pretty much everything than us. And we picked a fight, and well, we have no fleet now. We have no fleet. We do have some transport fleets, but no, we don't have any way to actually fight back. So anyway, these guys, they're making their way across the galaxy now, taking out all my allies and vassals and stuff like that. I kind of debated kind of ending off the series with the last video and not pursuing it, but you know, I figured if you've been watching this long, you kind of get to see, you should be able to get to see my downfall, if indeed this is my downfall. I mean, you can lose wars in the Crusader King series and still be okay. I mean, my goal was to take some worlds and to humiliate these guys. I don't think I'll actually lose anything if I lose the war, except maybe some influence. I don't know. So yeah, I am going to stick things out, see if I'm going to rebuild my fleet, and we will see what happens from there. And yes, we are rebuilding our fleet here in Unity. I'm just going to check out my different worlds. So the surfaces, Unity is fine. Unityville 2.0 seems okay. Doom seems okay. Mine World seems okay, except for the man bun population here, who are very unhappy. And Fintaroga, with our bird people, they're trying to build and expand and trying to make their way in the world today. You know what? I'll start being a good guy. Here's what I'll do. This is what I'll do. We'll change things up. Even though we are kind of racist, a-hole, space racist, let's get Fintaroga and, okay. What can we do with them? Okay, we want to look at planets and sectors. And where is Fintaroga? Fintaroga. Okay, so we don't want to create a new sector. We don't want to manage a sector. What we want to do is actually try to give these guys their independence. Why I'm doing this, I don't know. Because I thought it would be interesting. I just trying to remember how to do it actually. Planet summary, edicts lists, arms race, infrastructure, production targets. There's got to be a way to do this. We don't want to move our capital there. Okay, maybe we have to look at the race menu. So we want to look at the Fintarogans, I guess. No, not contacts. Species. Okay, let's see if we can find the Fintarogans. There may be two groups of them because the name did get recycled. There's a couple groups of humans. No, nobody there by that name. So what are they called? They are the Quivifas. Quivifas. Okay, so let's take a look at our species. The Quivifas should be under Q. Where's Q in the alphabet? There we go. And these guys are apparently elephants. They have a fleeting lifespan. What does that have to do with elephants? I don't get it. Aren't elephants usually, I don't know, fairly long-lived? Can't modify them. Seriously, there should be a way for me to grant their independence. What do we have these guys? Fintaroga secessionists. Equivables, no. Okay, that's the sector Fintaroga, though. We want the world. We are the world. Create new sector. There's got to be a way for us to do this. Purge. Projects, build. Maybe there's not a way to do it. Maybe I thought I could do it and I'm just making stuff up at this point. maybe I have to wait for them to try to rebel. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something somewhere, but anyway, that's fine. We'll back out. And let's take a look at our research. We'll forget about that for now. We are researching a way to upgrade our energy weapons and our Psi Warriors and our gas cannons. So, once we do rebuild our fleet, we should be in an alright position, I guess. Unity, what are you doing? You should be building battleships, cruisers, and destroyers. Building everything, basically. Our construction ship isn't doing anything. And I don't think there's actually much for them to do. Science ship, I believe we've explored pretty much every sector that we could reach. Maybe not. Survey that system. Actually, we'll put you on auto survey. In our transport fleets, well, these guys should probably retreat. Hopefully we won't run into the enemy fleet before we make it home. Okay. Alright, so let's just start things off, and yeah, either this is going to end with our downfall, or, oh, what's on the go? The Bavian independence dispute was started while you had fleets inside your enemy's borders. 84 wormhole stations have been destroyed? What? That seems like a lot. So they have a declaration of war against us. Okay. So where are they located? Attacker war goals. Negotiate. We want to find your home sector down there. Okay. They have a fleet size of 744, so we only really need to build a couple of ships to be able to take them on, or even a single ship. Okay, they're trying to pick a fight here.
System survey complete.
Missing war demands. We have not yet set our demands. Oh, we can set demands with these guys, hey? Well, we're going to humiliate these guys. And, well, why do they have so many planets? I don't get it. We can't vassalize them. We can make them a protectorate, though. So we'll set those demands. They want independence from us. They must have popped up somewhere. Like, I don't get where these... Because, I mean, they were in the Debex Confederacy territory. I don't know. Maybe we can fight them on the beaches and the whole... Ooh. Wow, they actually have a stronger fleet than I anticipated. Are they actually going to try to invade our worlds? Okay. No one's attacking yet, and we don't have any invasions happening. Wow, things are really, really going bad for us. But that's okay. We're going to unpause. And we're going to build a bunch of torpedo boats. That's going to help. Maybe not. We'll see. So our first strike force is still being built. Okay, they seem to be concentrating in this system. So they have a fleet size of about 9K, and which is actually pretty far from where we are right now, of our fleet size of, or our naval capacity of 9 ships, apparently. First strike force has 8 ships, and we have no admiral, so we should probably get one. Weapons range, I like the idea of that. Okay, so we now have the admiral of the first strike force. And, yeah, we're going to just build as much as we can, basically. Okay, so we do have an enemy fleet entering this system. 32K, okay, that's the Ceruleans. Can't really do much about these guys. They are power overwhelming. What was that cheat code from? I can't remember. Was it Warcraft? There was a cheat code for a game back in the 90s, and it was power overwhelming. And I can't remember what it was for, and it's bugging me now. I'll remember it at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so let's build some more corvettes. Or research is done. We now have Psi Warriors, which will make our army stronger. That's Fertilizer, Form Federation, Zoo, Clinic. Oh, I thought the Clinic was exclusive to the Alpha mod. I guess not. Let's go for a little bit of extra food. It's not really too much in that category that I'm really interested in. We do have an enemy fleet in this system. I guess they're going to try an invasion here. They do have a fleet size of 744. How come the second strike force hasn't joined the first? Where's the first? Deneb. Okay, do we have a rally point sent? We don't. That's the reason why we're having issues. Okay, so you are now a rally point. And we need the second to join up. And we need the fourth to join up. And we need the fifth to join up. And we're losing both wars by 13%. Unlucky number 13. Yay, go us!
Construction complete.
Okay, Fintaroga finished some construction. Let's just take a look at the world. Do we have any defensive armies here? We do have a few, a handful. Well, they're pretty much filled up for pop, so I'm going to clear a couple of tiles for them at least. Give them some extra food and energy. And Doom has finished its construction, at least at Spaceport. So let's build ourselves another destroyer.
Research complete.
More research is done. That increases our energy weapon damage. That's good for us. Extra energy. What does this do? Center range and FTL speed. Not great at this point.
Construction
Not
complete.
quite sure what I should be researching in this category either. Well, let's go for a 0-point power.
Station under attack.
Okay, we do have a station under attack. Where? Here? Okay, that was a quick battle. Apparently we won. I'm not sure how. And, oh, apparently we're trying to infiltrate a planet. And we're failing. I didn't even remember that we were doing that. It has been quite a few days since I've actually played this campaign. We do have a fleet in this system. Okay, so these guys are trying to come in and mess up our stuff. Let's build some more defense armies, because we may need them. And they are attacking my allies' mining base for some reason. Nothing we can upgrade there. Can we do anything to that? No, it's just a laser defense module. Anyway, they seem to be defending themselves pretty good. Okay, yep, we do have our construction done. And how are our fleets doing? So we do have a bunch of fleets in transit. We do have a bunch of fleets not doing much. So we need everyone to kind of dogpile into the Deneb sector, which is here. Get over here. Nothing like quoting the Mortal Kombat 2, because it's what all the hip kids are playing these days. Classic fighting game from the 90s. Okay, so we need everyone kind of to join up into one fleet here. Okay, can I just right-click on you and get you to join? Is that how this works? Non-aggression pact. Sure, why not? We won't fight you if you don't fight me. Seems like a good plan right now, since we're at war with two different species. Can we just get you to join, or do we have to go through that menu nonsense? I think we do have to go through the menu nonsense.
Situation
Okay.
updated.
We'll get you to join, transfer all. And fleet combat stats. We've lost our Quivabal Siva spaceport. Okay. Okay, okay. That's fine. We'll recover. I don't know for how long. Okay, so we do have to find out where these guys are moving in. Okay, they have a 5,000 strength fleet there. So we don't have quite enough to take these guys on yet. So, let's build ourselves another battleship and a cruiser. And that's pretty much all we can afford right now. So we aren't going to lose territory here, and we aren't going to lose ground, but it's part of the game. We do have an allied fleet here. Okay, the second strike force. They are coming into this system. We've had a scientist die, and that's the scientist that was aboard the Shadow. So let's get ourselves a new one. Lifespan might be good, even though you're kind of old at the age of 43. It's funny, your definition of old kind of creeps up as you get older. You know, when you're 20, 40 kind of seems old, but when you're 30, 40 still seems kind of young to you. Take it from me. Okay, and we do have a 5,000K fleet there. So we did lose our spaceport here. So we can build another one, just like the other one. And let's dump out a few more. We can build a destroyer, a couple different classes. And we're up to 3,000. Now we got to hit 5 to be able to take these guys on. And they're... okay, they have their own transport fleet, so I was wondering what was going on there. I thought that was mine. So yeah, we got to hit about 6,000 in order to actually take these guys on and try to win one war anyway. And okay, that's the transport fleet. We do have one of our allies there, Deathicans. They have a 13K fleet. That's actually kind of impressive. Now, actually getting our allies to go after the fleets that we need them to, that may be a different matter entirely. Don't have much direct control over them. Oh, there's something on the go there. They just, it's the second murder. I love the name for those fleets, Murder. I guess it's based on a murder of crows, but... okay, so we have another 900. Let's build some more stuff. And so we're still at 3.5K. The Athena, not the Athena, but the Shadow, we can still send out on a mission of exploration. It's down kind of in the far reaches of space there. I don't know where the major big enemy fleet is right now. Not the guys who are trying to rebel, but the Ceruleans. Can I just kind of surrender to you? I don't want to offer white peace, I just want to surrender. Can I do that? Doesn't look like it. Negotiate. Can I clear this? You can demand sums? I didn't know that.
Construction complete.
Surrender. There we go. No, that was the wrong guys. That's the worst possible outcome. What? I wasn't paying to what I was doing, paying attention. Okay, so yes, we do want to talk to these guys. And we do want to turn this off. And we're going to agree to all this stuff. And I don't agree to you liberating the planet. We will surrender to you. They assassinate our Grand Marshal? Well, that's uncalled for. Well, those guys are dicks. Here I was willing to surrender. Well, not even willing to surrender, but I was surrendering. And they assassinated my Grand Marshal. Those guys are dicks. Okay, who do we want here? Edict cost minus 20, spaceport build cost. Yeah, we want to support you. Okay, and that person did get elected. Okay, so we did lose the wars. I didn't mean to lose this war, though. We may have to do something about that. So at least I didn't lose any planets or anything. You know, I attacked these guys with a fleet of, I think it was about 30k, just kind of see what would happen. And yeah, well, we got our butts whooped pretty handily. So we found out what would happen. Not in the best way possible either. Quiver balls. Okay, so we do have some people trying to... Okay, we're going to suppress you because we still have a little bit of extra influence every month. And we don't need any more wars of succession right now, at least not until we rebuild our navy. And something my grandmother used to say all the time, which I don't really understand, there's gravy in the navy and you better get used to it. I mean, yes, the navy does have gravy.
System survey complete.
I don't find that a bad thing. The Shadow apparently can't do any more exploration, so they're just kind of off in the far reaches of space, not doing much. How come we can't go here? Survey system. I don't know. All right, so we did lose a couple of wars. One by total accident. I didn't mean to surrender to these guys, trying to get their independence, but I did mean to surrender to these folks. So yeah, you can negotiate pieces. Pieces of what? I'm not sure. But you can negotiate peace if you're losing a war and still leave with your empire mostly intact. That is good to know. So we'll unpause things. So I'm glad to say that I have basically unfucked myself, to put it lightly, I guess. Oh, research is done. It's extra food for us. Sector limit +1, tile blockers, climate restoration, virtual combat arena, and energy siphon. Let's go with the extra sector limit. So yeah, we're gonna have to take these guys out at some point, because yeah, they may have won the war, but the battle's not over. That's not how that saying goes at all, but you know what I mean. We'll get our revenge. Let's build some extra stuff there. We're up to 5k now for our fleet size, which is like 1/6 the size of our fleet that we had before. But I have to say, like, our old fleet was like mostly torpedo boats, and that didn't really work out for us. So we do need to kind of focus on the stronger ships. So that's something to keep in mind. And also, the huge fleet that we had, it was making us go broke, literally. Like, we were in the deficit for, I think, both energy credits and minerals. So that's something that we kind of need to work on too, is kind of building up our infrastructure some more, so we can support a large fleet and a large army, or several large armies. Fincharoga popular faction. Okay, yes, those are the bird people. We're actually going to grant their independence and let them be vassals, because I do have another world coming up that we're going to be overseeing fairly soon. So I didn't want to go into deficit by having an extra controlled world. So there they are. It's the Fintarogans. They are our vassals, so they can do whatever they want, but they have to support us in war. Scientist is leveled up, and Minnesota has been surveyed.
Construction complete.
And of course, our spaceports are going to give us all sorts of updates and everything. Let's build a grand battleship, and let's put an order in for another battleship as well. And once we do rebuild our fleets, okay, here's our plan. We're going to retake these guys because they cannot abide by these folks breaking off and doing their own thing. You know, we're part of the cool gang. We want everyone else to be part of the cool gang, so we're going to do that whether you like it or not. Okay. Of course, we still own most of the galaxy as well, so I mean, it's not like we're doing bad. We managed to replace most Husco world leaders with our own disguised agents. A few unfortunate exceptions. Efforts are underway to deal with these last few stubborn holdouts, but we have to push the dates. So yeah, it's going to take us. It'll continue to take us a while till we'll actually gain control over that particular planet. But I mean, we could have been dicks. We could have been like, yeah, we're going to control your world for the rest of the time. But no, we granted them their own vassalage. You know, all they have to do is obey us. And their huge fleet with a fleet strength of 32, they're definitely going to be a huge help against the Ceruleans with their fleet size of 32,000. Maybe not. Probably not. That's all intel. So yeah, these guys were kind of making their way up through here. Do we own the Kadeshis yet? No, they're still independent, hey? So we'll have to keep that in mind. We should be able to build ourselves some more battleships, destroyers. Put our order in now. Get the bulk discount. There is no bulk discount. And we've had another governor level up. That's good. And speaking of governors, I just want to make sure that all our planets still have a governor. And they do. That's good. And I just want to see if there's any more upgrades that we can do on these worlds. Not much. Why are you guys so unhappy? Oh, because we lost the war. Okay. Okay. I understand. You're disappointed in me. Man Bun Man is his happiness actually went up a little bit because we're at peace. Well, good for you, Man Bun Man. That's not going to last very long. Should just purge you. Then again, if we do too many bad things, these guys might decide that they've had enough of our atrocities and just kind of take us out. Jahet's still independent as well. Let's take a look at the power, relative powers. So we do have guys who used to be inferior, now they're equivalent. And part of that... Ooh, what's this? Non-aggression pact with the red mushroom people. These guys kind of look like dicks. Galaxy percents. Okay, Jahet, yes, we're going to form a non-aggression pact with you. That's going to be okay. For now, anyway, until I decide that's no longer in my best interest. And we'll continue rebuilding ourselves. Harder, faster, stronger. Pretend it's 2007. And I know that song was popular in the year 2007 because that's the year that I was in basic training. And it was on radio the entire time I think I was in basic training for the military. Okay, we do have, we still got some major armies that we can drop different places. We managed to take out spaceports. So yeah, the Ceruleans, they're definitely going to be a problem. You know, they have a bunch of fortresses worth 10k. Yeah, so it's going to take us a while to rebuild and actually kind of do something good. So I'm just going to wait for another month to pass, and I'm going to put in an order for a brand new cruiser. A new car, to quote Bob Barker. I guess it's more Drew Carey this day and age. Rimrock. Who are these guys? They're Protectorate. Under the Tyrellians. Who are these folk? Okay, they're vassals under us. Yeah, we do have a bunch of border gore on the go. You know, there's all sorts of different colors, shades of blue and gray and green. Peace offer between Kadeshi and Jahetma. Good for them. Pushing aside their differences for the good of all sentient life. Defensive Pact, Jahet and Kadeshi. That's them certainly making huge strides. We can't upgrade anything, can we? No. Speaking of upgrades, let's take a look at our research. 110 months. Good lord. Sector limits 20 months. And Gauss cannons, or Gauss cannons, 23 months. Okay, that's cool. Spaceport Unity's done, and those guys invited them to join a federation. I do have to be careful with the Federations because there is a Federation victory condition.
Construction complete.
Where are those victory conditions again? I can never remember where they are. Budget? No. It's not under there. There we go. Victory. Federation. We have 0% in that. Conquest. Well, there's 9 other realms, so we're a ways away from that. And we do have 48 of 82 planets, so domination may be possible at some point, but we're certainly further away now than we were actually a couple videos ago because we did sacrifice our fleets just trying to take on these guys just for the heck of it. Let's build another cruiser, and sure, why not? We'll throw in an order for Sealich. How is their fleet now? Oh, they're up to 132. They doubled their fleet size. And we've had another governor die. The Governor of Doom. Sounds like a really, really bad comic book character. Governor of Doom. So yes, Governor, we need to purchase one or elect one. Or Iron Fists. Okay, intellectuals. Lifespan, I guess we'll go for that, because this dude is already in his 50s, and that means he's probably only going to last about 20 years. Because our guys seem to die off in their 70s. Okay, the Shadow. I just want to see if there's any special projects that we can do. It's under here. We have debris in this system. So let's send our science ship there if we can. Nothing else to do. And these guys... Okay, they rebuilt their spaceport. Good. Tews. Yeah, they're a sector, so they're going to manage themselves. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We do have the Borderlands over here all by itself, literally on the border to infinity. Be neat if you could jump out to a different galaxy. I guess that's not going to happen though.
Complete.
Doom has finished its construction. Check out our surfaces again. I think we're kind of tapped out though for what we can do. Certainly looks like it. Are there any worlds that we could actually populate? There are a few. Okay, so let's take a look at our expansion planner. And we do want those sweet, sweet minerals. Let's sort by minerals. And Soyu 2, where are you? You're in the Soul sector? That can't be right. Is it here? No, that's Anadak. Soyu. Okay, Soyu's up there. It's probably going to make these guys really mad if I drop a colony in their system. So, that tells me, oh, our annexation has complete, so we've actually taken that planet. Compliments to all the infiltration cells. So we have taken this world. So let's start doing some micromanagement. And upgrade a bunch of stuff. These are kind of like wormy type dudes. Replace that with an actual mining network. You're going to want some food, so we will drop a hydroponics farm there. And I think that is all we can do. Let's give these guys a governor. Give them some human guidance because they obviously need it. We're not going to be slavers. Food is good. Extra food is really good, so that's who you're going to get. Inactive buildings, okay. They do have a lot of sinkholes, so perhaps actually finally researching that technology that lets us clear sinkholes might be a benefit to us. Okay, so what I was thinking about before was building ourselves a colony ship. And, okay, we want people who kind of aligned to us. You're xenophobes. Probably not the best people to send. You're xenophiles. Let's grab you. So that means that we're going to have to release one of our planets to its own sector, its own domain. Oh, we received the insult from the Amores Compact. You poor bigoted fools, why are you so afraid of that which is different? Well, maybe because you have tentacles where your nose and lips should be. That's kind of freaking us out. Okay. Where's the Amores Compact? Are they still under us? They're still our vassals. They're our vassals and they decided to insult us. Probably not the smartest move on their part. So yeah, we're going to have to release one of these planets into a sector. And it may be whatever this planet is. Volt mapped. Oh, that's the planet that we literally just got. So never mind. What about Doom? Okay, let's go into our sector management. Sectors, planet and sectors. Oh, we can make a new sector because we still have plenty of room. And it was here. So we'll make a sector there. That gives us an extra planetary spot, which we will need. Because we will be trying to colonize other worlds and causing much more border gore and making people generally unhappy. Because, hey, we really don't have that much else to do. Except go to war with these guys eventually. How long do we have to wait? 2380, so another 6 years. So that's kind of a little while in game time, so we will bide our time. And we will go to the spaceport here. Thank you very much, Microsoft account, for that useless update. Don't really care what you're trying to tell me. But, you know, thanks for recording, ruining the recording of this video. Well, you haven't ruined it, but you made things kind of inconvenient. Okay, construction complete. Spaceport Unity is done. I mean, I could pump out a bunch more of those Corvettes, but I think that's what got us into trouble last time. Strike Force is up to 14k now, and we're only 142 out of 448 ships. Mine World has finished construction. And speaking of fleet strength, we do need to build a spaceport here. Why can't we build a spaceport? Oh, because we have to select one of these. Okay, so let's put our order in. That brought us up to 451. And Unity. I think we're going to build another cruiser once the month has passed. And we do have the minerals required. Oh, the colony ship is finished already. Alright, so that world was down here, hey? I'm just curious to see what's going to happen with us just randomly starting a colony. It was Soyu too, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so will it actually let us do it? Colonize. Okay, we need 400 influence. That's not going to happen. So let's take a look at our expansion planner again. So yes, we want this. Okay, Sosta. We could afford it. So it has 50 minerals. Where is it? It's up in their territory. These guys are our vassals. They probably won't be as mad if we just. Okay, so that's inside another empire's borders. So why is it telling me we can settle there? Okay, we have to turn that off. Okay, so that's going to be a lot more reasonable. Eam, the Savannah world. Let's drop our colony ship there then. Can't we do it? 40%. So we need to terraform this. It's 80. But it's only 30 for humans. Okay, so let's turn it into a continental world because I think that's it's kind of ideal for us. So what else do we have for expansion planners? Yeah, so these numbers are kind of thrown off because it's based on different species that you have under your control, and our humans kind of suck. So 30%, 30%. Oza Gaga Mamla, or IA. It's probably the only thing we can actually colonize right now. So where is this? Okay, it's within our borders. We actually have another planet colonized in this system, Unityville 2.0. Well, we know how that naming convention is going to go. Okay, so we're going to drop down here for food. So this is going to be Unityville 3.0. Just cuz, and yeah, we're going to need you guys to actually clear these tiles, but we won't be able to do that until we actually land, I guess. Okay, so, oh, hello to you, Non-Aggression Pact, from the Bobby. I think I'm going to have to decline that because I'm planning to be very aggressive to you in the future. You kind of tricked me into losing the war to you. Well, I tricked myself, but you know, fool me once, whatever. I'm going to attack you and retake your world. Okay, so, you know, things aren't so dire. We don't have this fleet kind of rolling along and messing everything up. And we are rebuilding. We can have an extra sector now. What does this resource do? It adds habitability, which we might need, actually, if we are trying to expand. Okay, so let's go for that resource. Hopefully we will have some within our borders that we can tap into. And our strike force is up to 14.7k. Starting to get back up there. And we will wait for the end of the month, and we will put in an order for another Tiger's Claw. Okay, what's on the go here? It's a migration treaty between those guys. They're all intermingling and becoming like federations like in Star Trek, while I'm remaining space races. Our Grand Marshal died again. At least he wasn't. Really? Naval capacity minus 20. More energy credits, though. We're going to abstain for that since there's only one candidate. And that means our strike force doesn't have an admiral. So let's make sure we get one. So the hull regeneration. Ship hull points plus 20%. I guess we're going for you. We can't retreat, but who needs to retreat anyway? Retreating is for wussies. Okay, Mine World. We build anything really useful here? Fleet Academy would be good. And let's go for maybe Engineering Bay. Oh, you have to go over here. Okay. Can we afford any more ships? Not at the moment. Okay. So we'll get a little bit of boost of energy credits with that new Grand Marshal. Unfortunately, that brought our naval capacity down to 394 because this guy's kind of paranoid. I mean, I think he's literally paranoid. No, he's nervous. This leader is nervous and apprehensive and can be easily overwhelmed by the minutiae involved in commanding large formations, starships. So you suck. How did you become our Grand Marshal? It's because nobody else is qualified. And that's just sad. We can build another battleship. Not a Tiger's Claw class, but still a pretty impressive one. So we're up to 16k now. So, yeah, we might be able to hit 50k if we continue building, like, just battleships. Research is done. Gauss cannons, or Gauss cannons, are done. Cruiser assembly yards might be good. Strike craft attack speed may be good. Robotic army, I don't think it's going to help us that much. Stormfire autocannons sounds sexy to me. So let's go for that. Now we do have some ships that do use projectile weapons. So we got to make sure that we upgrade these. And we'll save the shield breaker design, even though we're probably not going to use it. Torpedo boats. You have the best torpedoes. Yes, you do. We have the best torpedoes. So we do want gunship stern, artillery bow, or gunship bow, artillery slots. Yeah, let's just go with that. We do want to upgrade you. Or, no, Gauss cannons. There we go. That puts us at -2. So we do have to upgrade one of our reactors to antimatter. We're going to save that. So that was the Sea Lich. Did we just upgrade? Okay, so that is 5. Let's take a look at our cruisers. They're all laser-based. Maybe we should have a weapon that can break through shields. Put one on anyway. And, okay, so we do want... Yeah, we'll stick a Gauss cannon on there. And save that design. And Tiger's Claw. Okay, let's add a Gauss cannon there. Just to kind of shake things up a bit. We have a ton of energy. Can we add shields? -30. What are you doing? Communication. Dedicated study and conservations of all life forms of the galaxy. We have studied your species and the Commonwealth of Man is unlikely to last more than a few centuries at best. To ensure the continuation of the human species should be the worst befall. We'd like to acquire your part of population for our endangered species preserve. Wow, that's insulting on so many levels. We will construct a special reservation that perfectly mirrors the natural habitat of your species, and its population will be well taken care of and protected from all harm, so you need not worry on their behalf. So what do you say? Will you contribute to our preserve and safeguard the future of your species? What's this say? We will never surrender. I kind of... No, that puts down our happiness for 120 months. But sending some guys off to be part of a zoo is kind of hilarious. Like, who do you choose for that? Do you have like a lottery and be like, hey, you want to be part of an alien zoo? And they're going to have like some nice waterfalls. You know, it's just going to be like the Copacabana beach. They're going to be displeased. Yeah, we'll stand up to ourselves. Sometimes you have to stand up for yourself. And we do have bombers. We do need to upgrade these guys. Okay, and we don't want a large shield. We want... Let's try shield 3. Nope.
Research complete.
Deflectors? There we go. Save. Yes. And we now have access to this resource. Hopefully some of it falls within our boundaries. I like the idea of having our leaders live a little bit longer. And we do have to kind of survey our empire now and see if we actually have access to any of that special resource. And it doesn't look like it. So it might be all for naught. I'm not seeing it at any point. I guess not. Okay. Spaceport Unity is done. We do have a ton of energy credits. We do need to upgrade some of our ships, though.
Construction complete.
So that put us over 20k. We'll see what happens when we're done. 101, 110? Okay. I don't know. Somehow these guys... Okay, they're done.
Construction
So that put us up to 21k. So we do need to build ourselves another grand battleship. And we'll build some more Tiger's Claws. We'll clear this out. And yeah, that should do nicely. How big is our fleet now? We have a bunch of different ships of a bunch of different classes, actually. And the fact that we have an extra 20% ship hull points, that might make the difference in a major battle. You never know. The only thing is we can't retreat. So we're 4 years away now from being able to retake this sector from these douches. Okay, and those guys are forming confederations, which kind of worries me slightly. Because like you said, you can win a Federation victory. Those guys are protectorates. And we should take a look at Indieville 3.0. Do we not have a governor? We've kind of been neglecting these guys, actually. Outputs, army... Well, you're cheap, so I guess we're going to go for you. So let's check out our surface. We have 4 food. We do need to clear a bunch of stuff so we can actually do things on this world. And we will build ourselves a... Why is the basic mine? Why does it only have 1 now? Doesn't make sense. I don't know. These guys are fairly unhappy. Oh, we're still humiliated. Okay. They may try to break off at some point, because they do seem to have different ethics than I do. Speaking of which, let's take a look at our... Well, not our demographics. We want to take a look at our policies and edicts. Slavery is prohibited. Purging is prohibited. We have late orbital bombardment. We have unrestricted native interference. Artificial intelligence. These guys are our servants. Can we change this? Or we can just outlaw it altogether. Encourage free thought. Information quarantine. Research grants. Social welfare. The Grand Fleet. That will use all of our influence every month. Crystal sonar. Use special technique. Don't think we really need it at this point. Okay, so let's check out this world, and we will upgrade things for the people on this planet. We will replace you with an actual awesome farm. What are you? You are the planetary administration. We need 10 to upgrade you, and we have nobody working there, actually, which is kind of surprising. So we should put you over there. And we should clear a few of these tiles. And yeah, sinkholes may be something that we'll have to really consider researching at some point. I can't believe we actually have to research that, though, because, you know, isn't that like just filling up a hole with dirt? Okay, I get it. Sinkholes probably... There's probably a little bit more to it, but just fill it up with dirt. Some gravel. Okay, looks like we've had a bit of migration on this planet. So we have a guy there. We need you to work at the power plant. We need you to work at the mine. And we're going to build ourselves a monument to purity to make everyone a little bit happier. Still at a 4 out of 5. Oh, because we have 2 planets in a single system, so we can actually settle a new world. How's the terraforming going on IM? Or IM 3? Terraform! 2,700 days, so quite a while yet. Okay. That's cool. And let's put in spaceport ship build speed. actually going to go for that, actually. Make things get built a bit faster. Of course, that really puts us behind on influence, so I'll have to watch for that. So what are we spending it on right now? Well, the fact that we're humiliated puts us back minus 33. We have a defense pact. We still have an outpost somewhere. And we're losing the fact that we do have a suppressed population. It's not helping us. We've had another governor die. So I guess this is the governor of Unity. Can we afford anyone? Yes, we can afford you because you're cheap, Gordon Dickinson. Thank God for Gordon Dickinson. For being cheap. There's nothing I like better than a cheap Dickinson. How to take that out of context. Okay. And we're back up. Should be able to build another Tiger's Claw very soon. At the end of this month. There we go. And we're up to 24K, so we are rebuilding our fleet fairly well. You know, we're not heaving away energy so quickly. Ship maintenance, station maintenance, module maintenance. So, but a little bit of extra energy wouldn't hurt at points. There is a world in this system that we could perhaps colonize. Habitability 100, but for humans it's 30. So okay, let's take a look at our expansion planner again and see if there's any spots that would be suitable for humans. The answer is no. So not until we terraform a few more worlds will we actually be able to colonize them. Well, Pulgar. Okay. What's wrong with you? You are an ice world. You'd be awesome for our spider people that we're playing through in my other video series, but we're not playing that right now. Leader lifespan plus 10 years. Excellent. Frontier Clinic. Xenozoo. Dancing at the Xenozoo. Oh. Psychic Army. I like the idea of that. Terraform you. We can turn you into Alpine or Tundra. How much does it cost? It costs 2,500 to make it a continental world. Maybe we'll save up for that. We'll see. Okay. So yeah, there's no point in building any more colony ships right now. How are these guys doing with their newfound independence? Oh, their fleet size is at 600 right now. That's very exciting. They started out with like 30. They're doing better anyway. Just want to make sure there's nothing I can do on the surfaces of these worlds. We do have people coming in here, so we will want to replace this with a proper hydroponics unit. Can't be using those alien facilities. And we're building and we're clearing on this world. Admiral gains traits. Okay, so ships are now cheaper to operate, so that gives us a nice boost in energy credits. So yeah, another month, actually, we should be able to afford to start terraforming this planet. And the governor has leveled up as well. Awesome. So let's put the order in for this because it will take us a while. And terraform to a continental world. And that's going to take us basically 10 years. Seems like 10 years is kind of the standard date for everything. And we're still 2 years away from being able to fight these guys and regain our lost pride, so to speak. So let's wait till the end of the month. Go take a look at Unity again, and we'll put in an order for a couple more battleships. And taking a look at the time here now, I think I'm going to wrap things up here. So, what did we accomplish? Well, we accomplished the fact that we're not going to be wiped out by these guys. We've rebuilt our fleets, and, well, we continued our technological research. So, we're getting back into the game. Come to think of it, it's kind of strange that I thought, maybe I'll just abandon this game, but at this point, I'm really glad I didn't abandon this this particular series. So if you're joining me on Twitch today, you like what you saw, please, you can follow me. And if you're watching this on YouTube and you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. It means a big deal. I will see you next time.